This week has hit me hard. I did promise you that I would show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today we're going to talk about the ugly, okay? With the loss of my good friend Derek, you know, initially you try to position your thinking and always be positive, right? We try to be positive, find joy. And so I thought about how he wasn't in pain anymore. And I really focused on that to get me through the beginning. But I think more than anything, I was denying that it happened. And I know there are stages of grieving. So I don't remember what the stages of grieving are. Like, as I know there are 5. I know there's denial and anger. And that is sure where I have been this week, in the anger part. I've started every morning really great. Getting up, doing my soul awakening walks, followed by some meditation and calm. And I'm doing great, bringing my lunches to work, getting my steps in, staying active. And then, but when I get home, everything just kind of falls apart. I mean, I make sure supper's ready. I try to clean, make sure things are tidied up. But the second I sit down and the thoughts start rushing in, it's ugly. I get mad, I get frustrated, so upset. I guess I just don't know what to do with that, you know? This is the first death where I've seen my loved one deteriorate. I've worked with lots of patients who have come in to the hospital who are on hospice. I've had patients pass. And yes, those were all difficult, but it is different when it's a loved one. You've known them since you started elementary school. There might be a lot of rambling on this video because I'm having a hard time explaining what's going on. I'm sorry. Anyway, I start getting angry and upset, so I eat because I don't want to feel that. I try to live my life as a very bubbly, happy, positive person because that's the kind of stuff that I want to share with others so that they can have joy and happiness in their life as well. So when I get angry, mad, frustrated, upset, I don't like that at all. It's painful, and then I criticize myself for going into that and using that as a coping mechanism. So it just snowballs. You know, I've talked before about my catastrophizing. This week has been a catastrophizing fiesta. So then I'll end up getting something that I know is not going to do well with my body. It's going to bloat me. It's going to make me gain weight. But the instant gratification part, it just makes me feel better instantly. As far as the high or the calm that you get when you have this kind of dopamine hit from food. And I just watch TV, zone out, so I'm not thinking about my world, and then I go to sleep. I wake up the next morning with the ultimate commitment to restart and do better that day, and I do great until I start to think. If you guys have been following me, you know how quickly I gain weight. So since my last weigh-in from last week, I've already gained 9 pounds this week. So I was at 221 last Monday, and then today I'm 230. So, but I know that when I have carbs, when I have salt, when I have sugar, my body just blows up like a balloon. It doesn't like it. So what I need to focus on is, number one, I think I'm gonna look up a YouTube video or a book that will help with grieving, because I do want to know the healthiest way to do that. The smile and move on and stay positive constantly, I guess, doesn't work for me anymore. And the older I get, I know the more friends, loved ones, family I'm going to be losing. So I've got to figure it out. It's Sunday morning, and I've just finished my Soul Awakening walk. After videoing yesterday, I did find an audio book on grieving from a wonderful psychotherapist who has dealt with some pretty severe grief in her life, and it's been beautiful to hear in her voice and in her words things that she has done to help with her grieving and with helping other people who are grieving. So, it gave me a lot of hope, and I'm so grateful for it, and I'll continue to listen to that. And then later yesterday, one of my dearest, closest loved ones told me that she was diagnosed with cancer. And I'm the only person she's told. She is a fighter and one of the strongest people in the world that I know, and she is going to be fine. But it hit me hard, and I realized one of the reasons that I think Derek's passing has hit me so hard, because it was a reminder and reality that no matter how kind or loving or strong a person is, cancer, that explicative word, can claim the lives of our loved ones and friends. And because I have several who have that diagnosis right now, I think I have started catastrophizing about those loved ones and snowballing into the sad, dark places that we go to when we are grieving. I'm videoing today and speaking to you from a place of the wound. I know, and I have hope and belief that that wound will heal, and I could come to you from a place of a healed scarring eventually, where I can share what I've learned, the things that have helped me to go through these times in grace. I am not the type of person that actually processes and deals well with things. I have what I call nurse mode. I think most of us medical people do. When you're in the moment, you are zoned into treatments, procedures, caring, focusing on the solution to a problem, and not thinking about all of the possible outcomes. You focus on immediately right now. And then after the trauma or event that you have dealt with a patient, usually it's that night or 48 hours later that I will try to debrief myself on what happened and how I can do better next time, things I need to work on. But I don't actually really process the losses. So I am giving myself this weekend to deal with the many losses that I've had before that I haven't really processed, which is a lot of the reason that I believe that I have coped with food, because it's easier to stuff down the feelings and the pain than it is to deal with the losses. I need to deal with the feelings instead of stuffing them down. I need to feel them and process them. And then I do believe that I can move forward, enjoy, and celebrate the beautiful moments that we've had, the things they've taught me. And I can live to celebrate their lives. And each day, my goal is to focus on hope and joy and all the things that I can do to show people that I love them. Because cancer is not the only thing that takes our loved ones, right? In a split second, you can have a tragedy. And I don't want my loved ones and friends and family to ever pass away not knowing how tremendously treasured and adored they are, how much they're loved, how much they teach me, and how beautiful they make my life. I just wanted to jump on to let you guys know I did end up having a wonderful weekend. I got to see my sweet little nephew and my amazing niece. We were at my parents' house this weekend. We were able to celebrate Mom's birthday, and everybody loved on the kiddos. So we had a great time. I completely forgot to take pictures. I was soaking in the goodness. So I think I have a couple. But anyway, I'm feeling much better this morning. It's Monday. I weighed in. I was 225, so down 5 from 2 days ago, which if you've been following me, you know it's pew, 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 pew. So the game plan is to find a game plan that helps me deal with these emotions in a healthy coping way. So I hope you guys had an awesome weekend, and I love you. Bye.